So on today's video, we're going to jump into how a siren launched my company. Yeah, a siren, and we'll get to that in a second. So my company's name is Mindset Innovations Consulting. And so, okay, everybody's wondering, how did a siren start this thing? And Mindset Innovations Consulting, so mindset's kind of cliche, right? It's, oh yeah, if you have the right mindset, that means everything. So it's pretty easy to call it Mindset Innovations Consulting when you think about it that way. But how did a siren end up helping me decide on, we're going to name this company Mindset? So let's set the stage. I'm facilitating a college, it was a college leadership course, and I'm at this college, right? And I have all these participants, all these college kids, college students, and facilitating this course, right? It's on leadership, and we're just talking through it, and it's going really great. Everything's going really well, and I want to finish strong, and empower these mindsets of these college students, and really just how do you do that? You finish strong and you keep that momentum going. And so everything's going great, and all of a sudden there's this ambulance that all of a sudden disrupts the class, meaning that everything's going well, and all of a sudden here comes this ambulance, and I hear the wee-woos, and it's just wee, wee, and it disrupts the class, right? Everybody's looking out the windows, what's going on, and it goes by us, and then participants in the class are saying, "Gosh, I hope they're okay. I hope they're all right. Pray for them, whichever, And it was like, oh no, I want to finish this class strong and not just have this ambulance here and doing that. So what I did was I changed the mindset, pun intended. So I said, "Oh my gosh, that is a beautiful thing. That is God's miracle right there. That is amazing. I am so glad that that just happened." People looked at me like I was nuts. They were like, "What in the world? Why would he say that? That is such a tragic thing. These sirens, oh my gosh." But really, I wanted to change their mindset, and I want to change their mindset like this, and this is how I did it. I said, "That's a beautiful thing. That is God's gift. That is amazing." And again, they're looking at me like I'm nuts, right? I said to them, "Imagine that's a mother giving birth to her firstborn child, and what an amazing gift that is." So if we think positively, or if we change our mindset and look at that instead of a negative connotation, which we look at sirens and we look at police cars, we look at it as like a negative, right? Like, oh, someone needs help. And let's change our mindset to, she may need help giving birth, and that's a beautiful gift, and that's a thing that we need to celebrate and give praise to, right? And once I did that with the teen or with the college kids, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, that makes sense." And one gal spoke up and she says, I remember in that ambulance ride, and I was so scared, but to your point, Dave, it was such a relief, and it was a miracle, and everything worked out well. And so then the whole class got elated and said, "You know what, that's probably a mother giving birth to her firstborn child." And it went a long ways, right? It was to see the elation go from somber to elation, and everybody's happy and really like enjoying that moment, and how I changed that mindset. And they're like, "Dave, how you changed our mindset in that moment, that was pretty profound." And I knew at that moment, that siren really launched my company name of Mindset Innovations Consulting. And here we are. We launched this thing, and truly it is Mindset Innovations, and part of the innovation part of it is, so I've developed 7 different patents for companies, working on my 8th first one for my company. And so I love innovating the mindsets, and and be able to be a practitioner and consult on all the things that we do. So if you wanted to learn more, you can look at our website. It's mindsetinnovationsconsulting.com, and you can kind of see our industries that we do services for. But really, yeah, that's a takeaway for this video is, if you can change the mindset, it's a powerful thing, and it's truly a gift. So yeah, this siren, or these sirens, really launched our company name, and I like to say is empowering mindsets through aha moments by harvesting innovations. All right, until the next one, you guys stay safe out there.